The reason to consider the change of light source lies in the fact that the current light source is a BSL7 lamp, which is a 500 watt 100 volt device. These are difficult and expensive to obtain. Further to this, the lamp changer demands a manual reset on failure of the lamp, and the lamp life has only 800 hours of operation. To further boost the case for change, the lamp changer includes mercury tilt switches, which we are required to discontinue. In this project, the original apparatus will be left in place for its artefact value, and the new LED unit mounted forward of it. Advantages of the approach are, excuse me, the power consumed will fall from 500 to 12 watts. Availability to the mariner will rise, and the need for human intervention will reduce to zero, and we shall remove the mercury. The solution chosen was to employ a Meditranos Sinalis Maritimus NPL 2000 light pipe configured to offer a main and standby light with auto changeover on failure. This will be powered directly from the battery system, thereby removing the vagaries of the grid-connected supply. The advantages of the approach are that the power will go down from 500 to 12 watts. That will save £270 in electricity per annum. Savings against the current lamp replacement will be £1,900 a year alone for 10 lamps. The need for human intervention will reduce to zero, thereby saving another £200 a year. So you can see that the advantages really stack up. The graph illustrates that the installation of the new unit will pay for itself in just 4 years, and this with the added advantage of the improved availability. Installation and supply of the unit, about £10,000, year-on-year saving, about £2,500. For many of you who were at the IALABAT in Copenhagen, I can only apologise because you've seen this rather intimidating slide before. However, this illustrates the wider application of LEDs, as this unit is afloat on a light vessel in the Dover Strait. The Viga VLB61 lantern offers a coded 15-mile red light and a fixed 6-mile light above. The fixed light is to replace the non-focus component, or as I like to call it, the interflash twinkle. I've been trying for 2 years to get that into the IALA dictionary, which is the non-focus component of the light on the former rotating optic. This offers the mariner a constant light on which to take a bearing. The unit has a vertical divergence of 3 degrees, and to make the light more reliable to the mariner, is mounted on a gimbal to correct for hull movement. It works. I'm not going to rotate lighthouses, but this just gives the mariner's view of another approach. It shows an idea that was considered for the Casquets Lighthouse. The solution shown would have employed 6 beacons arranged in vertical pairs at 120 degrees. This would offer an 18-mile range by exhibiting all together. The mariner would have seen 4 beacons at any one time, and on failure of a beacon, any beacon in the vertical pair would have automatically increased in intensity to compensate for the range loss. The approach wasn't used, as at the time no manufacturer was found to satisfy the solution. However, we may revisit this in the future. Thank you very much for your attention.
Mentioned the IALA dictionary. There is a wiki version of the IALA dictionary which can be accessed through the IALA website, just to let you know. Now, the next speaker is Commander Hideki Noguchi, who is in charge of the international affairs and technology development of Eitan Engineering at the Japan Coast Guard. He's a member of the Japanese delegation to IMO, MSC and NAV, and a member of the Ayala Engineering, Environment and Preservation Committee, the EEP Committee. Once again, a very important committee. He graduated the H Navigation course of the Japan Coast Guard School in 1980. He was chosen to the Japanese government short-term fellowship program for students in 1994, and they shipped him to the United States Coast Guard for 6 months to study floating AIDS management. In 2005, he was dispatched to Philippine Coast Guard as an expert on search and rescue operations and AIDS navigation within the Human Resource Development Project by Japan International Cooperation Agency. He was there for 2 years. Commander Noguchi will talk about development of flickering light, and I must say that having worked on this topic with Japan Coast Guard for a number of years now, I think that the knowledge present at the Japan Coast Guard is world-leading when we talk about flickering light. So please welcome Commander Noguchi.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Commander Noguchi, Senior Engineering Officer of Japan Coast Guard. When I submitted this presentation to IR Secretariat, the IR Secretary asked me to limit my presentation in 8 minutes, but this time Omar says I have 15 minutes. I cannot expand from 8 minutes to 15 minutes. So if I finish the earlier, please enjoy earlier lunch. Okay. As ships are becoming higher and becoming bigger faster, visual rays, especially buoys and breakwater lights that show water, traffic lanes, and entrance of port in heavily congested water needs to be quickly found by mariners. However, lighting environment regarding visual rays in Japanese port becomes worse. The photos of Japanese port in night. Kobe, this is Yokohama, Kobe, Tokyo, Oita. It is very beautiful, but small light of short-range AC navigation are buried in background light, and it is hard to find. Therefore, we need to make AC navigation light more conspicuous. The Japan Coast Guard has already adopted synchronizing light since 1980, but emerging technology of LED made it possible to develop new lighting method, flickering light. So today, I would like to present you the development of the flickering light. This is the principle of flickering light, where a lighting character is one flashing in every 4 seconds. For example,